Hello everyone, welcome back. So as many of you might be knowing, and some of you have also personally requested me to talk about this, the West Bengal state government has recently declared that they will be launching the student credit card scheme from the 1st of July 2021. That is from the day after tomorrow. That is the day on which this video is going to be released. Therefore, many of you have wondered, what exactly is this credit card? Who is this credit card for? What are the things which we can buy or for which we can pay using this credit card? What are some miscellaneous pieces of information we should have regarding this credit card? What are its advantages and disadvantages? And how is it similar or dissimilar to the American student debt system, which has often been thought of as one of the most elaborate and probably a dangerous system of loaning amounts of money to students so that they can pursue their academic career up and forward. Therefore, without any further delay, let me begin this video. The West Bengal student credit card system is basically just like any other credit card which you might get from your bank, but the only difference is that this credit card can only be used for educational or academic purposes. So this is basically a piece of card which would be issued to you by a bank, preferably a state bank, that is a state bank of West Bengal, not the state banks like the State Bank of India, but a bank which is pertaining to the state of West Bengal exclusively. I'm not saying that the central banks will not give you a loan in this context, but it will be a little difficult to get a loan from a central bank for a state exclusive credit card scheme. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. Therefore, this piece of credit card will be available to you at any point of your academic career, starting from the time when you are in your 10th standard up until the time when you finish your post-graduation. So, from your 10th up until your post-graduation, you can avail this credit card at any point of time in your academic career. So how does this credit card exactly work? So first, you have to apply for this credit card in your institution. You have to be registered as a student or a member of an academic institution, not exclusively schools, colleges or universities. There is a 17-page document uploaded by the state government of West Bengal, the link to which will be down in the description. Therefore, if you read that document carefully, you will see that this card could be availed by people who are also studying in coaching institutions, preparing for exams like WBCS, UPSC, and other state or central level government exam preparations. You know, there are educational institutes or coaching institutes who train you to crack these exams. If you are a student of these institutions as well, you can get your economic benefit from this student credit card, right? So it should be as a part of an institution. So you have to apply. The nodal officer of your institution will verify whether you are actually eligible for it or not, and then they will forward that information to a bank. That bank will then give you a loan. This loan could be of the maximum amount of 10 lakh rupees. For 10 lakh rupees, you can take a loan, and then the government will give you the loan, which you can pay back at a subsequent time in the future, which I will come to at a later point of this video. Therefore, if you take this loan, you are hereby given some amount of money by the state government. In this context, it is very important for us to realize that in such a setup, the state government will be your guarantor. Now, what does that mean? You often know that when you go to ask for money from a bank, the bank often asks you, what kind of proof can you show us to tell that you will be surely able to repay this loan? This is called the guarantee. I'm not an expert on economics, so I might not be very accurate with the jargon, but I'm just trying to explain the concept here, right? So the state government of West Bengal will be your guarantor. So even if you don't have like property, gold, or any other kind of financial asset, even in that case, especially in that case, hopefully, you will get the loan. Now, the state government of West Bengal has made this scheme public, keeping in mind the fact that after the global pandemic of COVID-19, many lakhs of students have decided to discontinue with their education because of financial crisis and because of the necessity to earn money to sustain their livelihood, to help their families. To amend this situation, the West Bengal state government has now launched this scheme. Therefore, now let us go on to who exactly will be eligible for this credit card. In addition to your institutional qualification, you also have to be a resident of West Bengal for at least 10 years, or you have to be born and brought up in West Bengal. That is, you have to be a permanent resident of West Bengal, or you have to have stayed here for at least 10 years or more. And where can this credit card be used? You can use this credit card to pay the institutional fees which you incur as a result of your academic progress. For example, if you get admitted to a college or a university and they have some sort of an institutional fee, you can use the money which you get through this credit card to pay that institutional fee. In addition, you can use it to buy books, to buy gadgets like smartphones or computers, but you have to keep one thing in mind, that if you get 100% of money, you can only use 20% of that, or only can be used for non-institutional expenses. That is, for anything other than institution fee or hostel fee. If you're going outside, you might even require a hostel. And you have to also keep in mind that this credit card is not only applicable if you are studying in West Bengal. If you are studying in any other state of India or even outside India, you can still avail this. There was a lot of confusion about this, so I thought I would clear this out right at the onset, right? So after having known all of this, now we come to the crucial part of how are we supposed to pay back the money which we are given from the state government. So after your studying period is completed, the credit card scheme gives you a 1-year moratorium. Now, what is a moratorium? A moratorium is a period of lease where you are allowed to build up your finances so that after that 1 year is over, you can start paying back the money which was given to you as a loan or credit from the state government. And the time period within which you have to pay back this money will be 15 years from the date of issue, including the 1-year moratorium. For example, if you issue this loan in the year 2025, then you have to completely pay back the money by 2040, which will also include the 1-year moratorium period within itself. Now, there are certain miscellaneous things which you must know about this credit card, which is that the credit card runs at a simple interest of 4% only, and there is no margin money below the amount of 5 lakhs. Now, if you want me to talk about margin money more, you can leave a question down in the comments and I will be happy to engage with you in a discussion about why is the margin money important, what are its implications, so on and so forth. But If we go into that, this video will become unnecessarily lengthy. Just know that up to 5 lakhs, there is no margin money. And if you pay back the entire amount within the time period of your study, you get a 1% interest discount. That is, instead of 4%, your discount will be 3% if you manage to pay back the entire amount within the time period of your study. Now, all of this kept in mind, this sounds like an awesome deal, right? So why are economists and students of economics skeptical about it? Now, for the next part of the video, I am incredibly indebted to my friend Sushobhan Pal, who is a research scholar at Shiv Nadar University, for having explained how this thing works. So if a student fails to pay back the money which the government loaned to them, the government will have to pay it out of their own pocket. Now, as many of you might be knowing, the West Bengal state government is already running under a huge pile of loan, crores and crores of rupees in loans. The West Bengal government is already drowned in it. And since this is one of the many policies which the state government has rolled out after having freshly won its Vidhan Sabha election for the third time, this could also be a strategy to increase its vote bank in the upcoming Lok Sabha or in the subsequent Vidhan Sabha elections of 2026. So it will pressurize the banks to give out the loan to every person who applies for it, and they will try to not keep any kind of screening and will dole out the loan to whoever asks for it. Now, we can obviously assume that all students will ask for this loan with an honest and good intention, but there could also be a lot of scammers along the way, which could lead the West Bengal state government to run into more and more of debt. Now, in this context, I would be glad to be proved wrong, but this is also a socio-political and socio-economic welcome change for the state government, where education and the standard of education has fallen down quite considerably given the ongoing pandemic and the general standard of the country. This could help a lot of people, but it also has a lot of disadvantages potentially in the near or far future. Finally, what similarities does this credit card scheme have with the American system of student loan? Well, the system is more or less similar. Only the difference is that America has already recognized the fact that the student loan is a danger to them, and they are running at a loss of $1.86 trillion just as a result of student loan. It was released in a newspaper magazine, a newspaper article last year, the link to which I will put down in the description. So this could be the case for West Bengal, or we could go ahead a lot using this credit card if we use it correctly. So that is more or less it. If you want to avail the advantages that this credit card provides, I would advise you to try it out, but consult someone before you actually go for it. But I think it will benefit some people at least. So that is it for today. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, queries or doubts, please don't forget to leave them down in the comments. I will be happy to engage with you. I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, hasta la vista.